Thank you, thank you. I didn't realize that John Graft is that much older than me. Thank you to my esteemed colleagues, Rotarians, Lindenwold Kiwanis, chamber members, and I do love my Board of Education members as well. Guests, and yes, I'd better mention my wife, Elisa, who came to support me as I ramble on today. Hearing my colleagues reinforces my belief that in Butler County, education is looking bright. The leadership, energy, and desire to help students succeed is evident. But we need to begin, though, with debunking some myths regarding not the state of schools, but the state of education in Ohio. So let's start with some myths, shall we? If you swallow a piece of chewing gum, it's going to stay in your stomach for 7 years. That's a myth. Shoots out slicker than a whistle. Thank you. Touching a toad will give you warts. That's a lie. It's actually the animal's skin. Human viruses cause warts. However, I have modified that myth for our 9-year-old daughter. I've told her that holding hands, hugging, and kissing boys will give them to you instantaneously. The final myth is that the state report card is an accurate measurement of our teachers' effectiveness or any public school's effectiveness for that matter. The state first implemented report cards in 1994 after requiring the administration of standardized testing some 23 years ago when my career first started. Since that time, the test has changed 6 times. With every change, teachers and students must adapt, and taxpayers, we all, must pony up the funds to pay for the new materials needed to do the realignment. It's like we have to keep up with the latest and greatest testing flavor of the month. The tests and subsequent report cards are myths that mislead the public on the success of our schools. Beginning next year, this series of tests will be combined with virtually unattainable graduation requirements, creating a dire situation for our students slated to graduate next year. Unless this state-mandated requirement is addressed, every district in the state of Ohio, that includes Lakota, Middletown, Talawanda, New Miami, Ross, and yes, even Big Blue, we will report significant reductions in graduations. The law of unintended consequences will result in decreased enrollment in our colleges, the military, and a thwarted economy in our great city of Hamilton and the state of Ohio. But still, the state continues to embrace the state report card and standardized testing myth. Why? Well, Mark Twain says it best. It is easier to fool people than to convince them they've been fooled. Thank you. Interestingly enough, since the inception of state testing, SAT and ACT scores have not gone up. It's remained static over 23 years. Further proof that the state testing has done little to nothing to improve education. Employers, colleges, like Miami regional campuses, and the military are on the right track, though. They do not ask nor care how well students perform on a standardized test. They look at a student's Hamilton diploma, ACT and SAT scores, and the soft skills the potential candidates need. But yet, when people look for homes, they turn to Trulia and Zillow. They read the misleading media analysis of report cards, and they too embrace the myth. Einstein wouldn't have bought into the standardized testing report card myth. He writes that everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. Education in Ohio and Hamilton City schools will be best served where our state leaders understand diversity and seek to serve all students, not just some of them. We need local control where teachers are free to teach, students are free to learn beyond a myriad of standardized testing, where our Hamilton Board of Education makes the local decisions. To prevent ODE and State Board of Education train wrecks, unfunded state mandates must be approved by a majority of the 612 local school boards where we pay our taxes. Along with the Common Core, we need common sense. We need deregulation of education. So finishing my second year as Hamilton City School Superintendent, it's been an honor. Each year, we service almost 10,000 students, a graduating class of almost 600 each year. And I couldn't be more pleased to report that our train is headed down the right track when it comes to education that our children are receiving. Calvin Coolidge writes, and he was our 30th president, writes, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. At Hamilton, we prize talent, intellect, education, but we encourage our students to hold on to the ideal of grit, creativity, and determination, all qualities that have made our country the greatest in the world. These same qualities have been exemplified by our graduates who have benefited from a free Hamilton City School public education. Graduates like Kayla Gray. Kayla received her bachelor's degree after leaving Hamilton in chemical biology from Case Western Reserve University. She currently works at Everside, Ohio as a research specialist focusing on finding cures for blinding eye diseases. Gretchen Wallish graduated from Ohio University and currently works for a governmental contractor in the field of international development. Gretchen has spent time working on food security issues in Peru and Nicaragua, regional trade policy and grants management in Botswana, economic development in Armenia, and she works on peace building in the Sudan. Lisa Prevette Vintage is one of our former Hamilton graduates. She went on to Miami University. She majored in microbiology, minored in molecular biology, receiving both her master's degree and PhD in human genetics. She is the assistant professor in the Division of Oncology and the director of the Office of Postdoctoral Affairs at Cincinnati's Children's Hospital. And finally, Andrew Patterson received his undergraduate degree in chemistry from Rice University. He went on to earn his PhD in organic chemistry from the University of California, Berkeley. He is a medicinal chemist at Novartis in Cambridge, Massachusetts, working in pharmaceutical research. I share him because not only is he a Hamilton graduate, he is the son of my secretary, the true superintendent of Hamilton Schools. More recently, over 300 scholarships were awarded to our students last year. Students received scholarships to Yale, Miami, UD, Wright State. The list goes on and on. It's no accident that our students are accomplishing great things. Our highly qualified state-certified teachers, they're like doctors. They have the perfect blend of a caring bedside manner along with the diagnostic skills necessary to help our students grow. Examples of their work abound. Did you know that teachers like Julie Froud, Teresa Young, and Terry Toney were selected to present at county, state, and even national conferences? Did you know that Bridgeport Elementary third graders recently participated in a week-long statewide math competition? These kids had to answer over 1,000 math questions. They placed first in the entire state of Ohio. Did you know that we have a high school academic quiz team consisting of 15 to 20 students? And while we're only in our second or third year of inception, as of yesterday, we were in the middle of the GMC pack, tied with Princeton and Coleraine, but ahead of Lakota West. Thank you. Did you know that we offer AP courses in calculus, chemistry, physics 1 and 2, English, comp, and lit, Spanish, U.S. government, and history? It's true. Did you know that Hamilton High School is the only comprehensive high school in all of Southwest Ohio? Roughly 600 of our Hamilton High students attend our CTE. We continue to excel in technical skills attainment, graduation rate, and post-program placement. 97% of our CTE graduates are employed in an apprenticeship, in the military, or enrolled in post-secondary education within 6 months of leaving Big Blue. As a result of his Hamilton CTE education, graduate Kent Daniels is now working with Armour & Company as a field service technician. His education and his career have taken him to Saudi Arabia, Greece, Mexico. He's seeing the world because of the education that we supported. ROTC. Big Blue students have a long-standing tradition of ROTC participation, many going on to proudly serve our country, both at home and abroad. As a result of this program's impact, I'm pleased to share that from our last year's class 2016, 33 of our graduates enlisted in a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. The 2016 NJ ROTC was ranked 14th nationally out of 650 naval units. That's Hamilton. Last year, we were proud to share that Christian Halcomb received an appointment to West Point Academy. This year, we are honored to share that Vince Sanford has received a nomination to the United States Air Force Academy. Now we have fine arts, the best in Butler County. Where many other districts are unable to provide fine arts offerings, we excel providing it to students K through 12, music, strings, and band classes. In fact, we have over 1,200 students we serve in our bands and orchestras. Our students flourish in jazz, drama, electronic strings groups, performance, and visual arts. Further, our Rhapsody in Blue and Livewire programs have received numerous awards for their performances. Our Big Blue Band was recently honored to be selected as the only Ohio high school band to perform in the Pearl Harbor Memorial Parade, commemorating the 75th anniversary of the pivotal attack on the Navy base that launched America into World War II. Our drama program allowed our students to highlight their talents as they performed Jesus Christ Superstar. It was a production involving over 80 of our students. Hamilton graduate Mayor Moeller even honored our elementary summer camp singers, inviting them to sing at the City of Hamilton night for the Cincinnati Reds. Having well-rounded students means you have programs for all. This includes our athletic programs, where we field over 27 different teams. These are not only pathways for potential college scholarships, these teams teach grit, determination, teamwork, skills needed for future workforce development. Hamilton City Schools believes in what City Manager Joshua Smith termed the muscle of collaboration. Working together with the Butler County ESC, the United Way, the Presbyterian Church, and the Hamilton Community Foundation, we forged a partnership to expand preschool services to ensure that our students are kindergarten ready. Through our partnership with Primary Health Solutions, we have opened our school-based health clinic. Already serving students and families across our community, we've already had over 1,100 medical visits, almost 500 dental visits, 400 vision exams where students received more than 180 pairs of eyeglasses. Many of these patients, our community members, had never seen a dentist, optometrist, or general practitioner, but they are our neighbors. Through this partnership, we are providing access to critical services that are going to create healthier schools, families, workforce, and a community. Thanks to the support of our city leadership and Community First Solutions, we have acquired the Miami School on Ross Road, where next year we're going to open a centralized registration center, so you don't have to run around to the elementary, middle, and high school to register or withdraw children. Because our goal is to be servant leaders. That's what we're all called to be. The Miami School will not only house that, but it will also house our new blended learning environment for students that don't learn traditionally. We believe they will excel in this model and earn a high school diploma from Big Blue. Finally, collaborative muscle requires tendons to connect the moving parts. We are those tendons. Hamilton City Schools has worked in conjunction with the city leadership to promote businesses like the Markham Park Luxury Apartments coming to us soon. We are hopeful through our partnership that our efforts will also bring the Spooky Nook Sports Complex to our city. Hamilton City Schools is the place to educate children, and our future's on track. Because of the outstanding educational opportunities we offer, because of the efforts of our outstanding staff, our strong advanced placement courses, our CTE classes, fine arts offerings, and diverse programming to meet all of their needs, we will continue to excel in Hamilton. I thank you for your time, for allowing us to celebrate why we are Hamilton proud. May God bless.